Now, listen, you guys, the VMAs and Nicki Minaj are definitely a match made in heaven. Now, we're going to be talking about Ice Spice being spotted together in London with Central Cee, as well as this entire Tory Lanez situation. And Armon Wiggins and Milagro seem to be bumping heads over taking different stances about the Transformer situation. Now, these are some of the things that we are going to be talking about in this video. Hello tea lovers and welcome to the tea plug. I trust you guys are doing well and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So first of all, let us talk about Nicki Minaj and the VMAs, okay? Now, it is being alleged that Nicki Minaj is currently having talks with the VMAs for her to actually host, this year's VMAs, which are going to be held on September 10th, okay? Now, the last time that we spoke about VMAs, I think we were talking about how she was allegedly going to be performing, at this year's VMAs. Now, it seems like, well, they might be considering her for actually hosting. And personally, I do feel like the VMAs and Nicki Minaj, at this point, the VMAs are her home, okay? That's one award show. That's one award board that is never played in her face. And I feel like at this point, they're like home to her, okay? Not to mention that she's probably going to be having another family reunion with her sons. Because the last time she went there, they got together. They had a little get together with all of her sons. At least that's what she told us, okay? And I think the other reason why they also do want her to host is because, well, of her influence. And the last time that she hosted, well, the viewership really was on, another level in as far as, increase, all right? Now, you guys, there's also reporting that, well, both of the shows that she has hosted are amongst the most watched shows in the awards history. So obviously, it does make a lot of sense for them to have her at this year's VMAs as well. And also, that being said, her being on tour, it could be like a part of a tour thing. And at the end of the day, I don't think that after Pink Friday, Pink Friday came after the VMA show for last year. So obviously she hasn't performed any of her hits there. And I mean, the buzz is around her right now. She's kind of running female rap, okay? Not kind of, she is. She's actually running female rap right now, okay? So it would make sense for them to have her on there. So let me know in the comment section, you guys, do you want to see Nicki Minaj again at the VMAs? Or do you feel like, well, she has done it before and probably now it's time to do other things and things like that? Speaking about award shows, oh my God, I just remembered, this is totally not part of the video, but there's a thing that's circulating, like a statement that's circulating from 2019 when the BETs were out there apologizing, or at least trying to apologize to Nicki Minaj over that entire messy article they wrote. I didn't know they actually issued that formal, apology. I didn't. Oh, wow. They realized that they were messing up. It's very interesting. I saw that, you guys, and I was like, oh, how did this miss me? Because I did not see that entire apology. So I'm just going to quickly insert it, you guys. Do you think that, well, Nicki Minaj should forgive them, okay, given that they're going out of their way, releasing official statements and things like that? And I'm like, you guys were out there being clowns. Like, what did you think was going to happen? You think that Nicki Minaj was going to be done for and you were going to get away with clowning a black woman just so you can place a caricature of a black woman, in a place? Is that what you felt like? Is that what you thought was going to happen? Anyway, let me know what you think about that, you guys, in the comment section. Now, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, it seems like Paprika Spice and her team are determined to sell the album, okay? No matter what it takes, okay? Because tell me why Ice Spice is out there being spotted together with Central Cee in London. Of course, that sparked, dating rumors and things like that. People started saying, well, the two of them are seeing each other. And I'm like, am I missing something? Because the last time I checked, Riot was out there trying to be the safari to her, to her Nicki Minaj or something like that. You could tell that they were really trying to be some mini safaris and Nicki Minaj, So what went wrong? Are the two of them no longer together, or is it just like a facade? This entire hair dating Central Cee thing, is it like a PR relationship? What do you guys think this is? Okay, but I'm not gonna lie, I saw the two of them together, and the way she was like kind of smiling, and the way that Central Cee was, they were so cute, you guys. They were absolutely cute. You guys, what do you think about that? Do you think that it's a proper relationship there, or do you think that it's a PR relationship? Now, personally, I would not be mad at her for ditching. But friends, Riot seems to be cute, you guys, at the end of the day. And I mean, Riot, I do believe, in my own opinion, that Riot understands her in as far as her music is concerned, because it takes a special person to understand, Ice Spice when she's, rapping, because, I mean, until recent, she has been shouting a lot, and I do know that, well, it takes somebody who genuinely loves someone to be able to withstand all that shouting. I'm just kidding, you guys. But anyway, let me know in the comment section what you think about that, okay? The next thing that we are going to be talking, and I do feel like her dating Central Cee as well could be a positive thing for her in as far as her music, okay? She will be able to reach a new audience, and if she's lucky enough, she might be able to turn some of the Central Cee fans into her own fans, or if she fails to do that, she might be able to make them, listen to some of her music. And I really, so you guys are telling me that if it's a PR relationship, they literally give them the budget for shopping, because it seems like they went shopping together. And yeah, or maybe the guy is on her album, or maybe they were shooting a music video. Yeah, it could be anything. Probably they were shooting a music video, that entire thing that Chloe and Ghana did. Was that a friendship? Was that also just like a music video, or was there something there? Because now I feel like I've given a bad example. But anyway, you guys, let us move on to the next thing, which is Armon Wiggins and Milagro. Now, you guys do know that, well, recently Milagro and the Transformer had a little back and forth on Twitter over the Transformer calling some of her workers the N-word and, cussing them out. She called her hoo-ha ninjas and things like that. And so Milagro was really not here for that. And so she called her out, and the Transformer responded to Milagro and was out there saying that, well, she paid a lot of money. And so she was annoyed at the fact that people did not deliver as, expected. And so Milagro held her on, the Transformer held her on as well. And it seems like people were waiting to see what the block spinning bestie, Armon the block spinner, the block spinning, bestie, because now they are big cool together. So people really were waiting to see what Armon was going to say about that entire situation. And it seems like Armon is standing right behind his bestie. I mean, if they're besties, of course, that's expected of him, okay? Because one thing about Armon is if he's biased, he's going to do it with his chest. And now you can exactly see that, well, he's back on, the Transformer's good graces. And now in anything and everything that the Transformer does, of course, Armon is going to applaud and take a side, okay? So as expected, Armon Wiggins decided to take to his Twitter to talk about this entire situation, and this is what he had to say, which seemed to not have set well with Milagro. Well, he said that, I'll just say this: I know what I give with my production, and if I'm paying you to produce my show and it's not right, we're gonna have an MF problem. So I'm with Cardi B on that, okay? And then he also said, no, it's about being fair. Anybody that knows me knows that I don't play about that, so I can't sit up here and pretend that I wouldn't have went off. So yeah, this is like in conclusion, Armon Wiggins is saying that, well, the Transformer calling these people the N-word and calling them hoo-ha ninjas is justifiable because he would have done the same. But he seems to forget that there are two different people. He's fully black and the Transformer isn't. So him justifying the Transformer using the ninja word is insane to me. And then he also said, somebody said that, well, Armon, you're literally the epitome of a social climber. I rocked with you so heavy 5 years strong. strong, but I'm starting to see you for who you truly are. The Transformer don't F with you. Please realize this. And he said, by Edge, I can have my opinion or whatever, or on whatever or whoever the F I want. I don't have to social climb, no B, nah B. If you don't like my thoughts, don't follow me. That's simple. Bye. Okay. So that's him just saying, you know what, I'm supporting the Transformer regardless, and it is what it is. And of course, you do know that people are messy, and so they decided to go underneath Milagro's posts, okay, on some, you know, did you see what happened kind of thing. That's what they decided to do. And so Milagro was like, listen, I do not need an Armon corner or anyone waiting to be tagged in once I open my mouth. But I appreciate everyone who saw some BS and kept each player and told the truth or identified with me. To everyone that sees and understands the value in treating people with respect, thank you. That's literally what everything was about. Now, don't take me in ish else about it. I know I ain't wrong, okay? So this is what Milagro had to say. She said she doesn't need an aim in corner. So this seems to be directed at you know, the friend, and you can tell that, well, clearly there's a difference in opinion. Now, how far that is going to affect their relationship, well, only they know. You know, I don't know if they will be able to see past this and, you know, just agree to disagree, I guess. And moving forward, I don't know how the dynamic of the friendship is going to be as well, because clearly Armon has gotten back to who he has always been and to what he has always done, which is riding the Transformers cocktail. And at the same time, Millie is out there choosing to keep her integrity and choosing to be objective. So the dynamic is going to be a little different, obviously, and interesting as well going forward. So yeah, let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about that. Now, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, on this one, I'm going to need my lawyer Barbz, okay? My law Barbz, please do come around and school me on this one, all right? Because I don't want to embarrass myself trying to quote things that I do not understand. So there's this thing that I'm just seeing flying around on the internet, and people are talking about Tory Lanez, and people are making Tory Lanez trend, and people are making it seem like the man is basically coming out of jail. Like, what is this, you guys? Anyway, let me try to read this thing, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't even understand what this is, okay? This is what it says. It says, order filed. The court has read and considered petitioner Daystar Peterson's, aka what's his name, Tory Lanez, June 21, 2024 motion for relevant evidence brought pursuant to Penal Code Section 745 subdivision. Yeah. This sounds like some stuff that we used to read, you know, when we were doing taxation, the courts and the subdivisions and all this stuff. And anyway, the people's June 26, 2024 opposition to Peterson's motion for discovery, good reason appearing. The motion for discovery will be considered together with Peterson's pending petition for, I'm not going to read that, you guys. Pardon me, you guys. Pardon me for this, but I'm not going to attempt reading this any further because, listen, I even struggle with pronouncing basic English words. Now you want me to pronounce English words that emanate from Latin? And you think I'll be able to? Anyway, you saw that, you guys. And I also did see people calling out some blogs for not talking about it, saying that, well, you see how they are silent about this entire situation, but had it been the other way around, had it been, you know, something that made, you know, Bongo 2 look like she's the victim, it would have been different. So according to those sentiments of people who are saying that, well, the blogs are silent on it, it seems like it's a positive thing for Tory Lanez. And so what positive thing is it, you guys? What exactly is happening? Is there going to be an appeal? Is what is happening? Please, all our lawyer bears, school us, okay? Or anybody who's actually well-versed when it comes to things of the course, because I'm not. Okay. Anyway, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, you guys, we are going to talk about Keith Lee and Taraji. It seems like things have taken an ugly turn, okay, to the point where Taraji is out there dragging Keith Lee by his taste buds. Literally, because the last time that we spoke about this entire situation, I was talking about that Rose and how Keith Lee went on to explain that, well, he had nothing against Taraji P Henson, and that production is the one that actually moved him to that other seat, and that's where the entire confusion came in there. I watched that video, you guys, and I was like, oh, okay, it seems like the guy is not even being messy. It seems like the guy is out there giving Taraji grace and things like that, but it seems like that did not sit well with Miss Taraji P Henson, because she decided to be nice, nasty to the men. Okay, now this is what Taraji had to say about the situation, and I was like, oh, I didn't know you have a mouth on you like that, Taraji. She said, life really is too short for this behavior. He wasn't in his seat. And then she put some emoji with like, it's not my fault, like that kind of emoji. And then she said they give celebrity assigned seats, and then put an exclamation mark. And then said, I rehearsed all damn day to go hit my mark, and that young man wasn't in his seat. So he missed his moment. His ego is hurt. He will be fine. I cleaned it up, but I cleaned it up at the end of the show. No love lost here. Hashtag God bless, okay? And the entire seat changing situation, I don't know if she had seen Keith Lee explaining exactly what happened, because he made it clear that, well, it was the production that actually ended up moving him. So now I don't understand why she's making it seem like the men decided to just, change seats with no reason. That's the part where I don't understand about this entire message. And then her talking about his ego getting hurt and things like that, I felt like that was also unnecessary. That was her just being nasty. And because you're being nasty, Taraji, I'm not gonna feel bad for you when I see you crying on the internet, crying about Oprah or anything related to that. Of course, she wasn't crying about Oprah. No, but seriously, I don't think that this was necessary, especially after that car explanation that the men gave. But other people are saying that, well, in what the men were saying, there was a little bit of, condescending tone in there. He was being, people are saying he was gaslighting Taraji. And in this entire situation, you guys, honestly, I'm not the right person to give to conclude on an opinion, because Taraji, being the messy person that she has been to people that I like, obviously I'm going to always give her a side eye. And so her being nice, nasty also in this message is not helping my opinion. Okay. And I know that there's the opinion police, in my comment section right here. And since I don't want to give an opinion, why don't you, the opinion police, give me your own opinion? And all you other guys, you can as well jump in and assist the opinion police in letting me know what you think went wrong in this entire situation. Now, some of you, I saw you on Twitter. Yes, I know, I saw you on Twitter, and you guys were out there saying that, well, a couple of months after hanging with the Transformer, this is happening to Keith Lee, because now there was somebody who was out there just being a total absolute itch, calling this man DDG. Just literally at this point, we can call that is the B word to this man. Okay? Literally calling him DDG and coming right in his face and things like that. And I'm like, you guys, at this point, at this rate, the way that you're moving with your little cameras, you're going to get yourself in the face. Yes, you will, if you keep this up, okay? So people were like, oh my goodness, is that, Transformer curse and things like that. And I'm like, guys, let that pregnant woman be at home and mind her business. She's got nothing to do with Taraji and Keith Lee bickering on the internet like that, you guys. I don't think that this has got anything to do with the Transformer. I don't. But anyway, let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about that. Now, thank you very much, you guys, for watching. And thank you very much for making it this far. If you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified each and every time that I post. Until my next one, see you.
Something on my mind. Last night was the BET Awards, and right now it's something on my mind. Let's talk about it. First and foremost, I want to start by saying I am not upset at Taraji P Henson by any stretch of the imagination. And not only that, in my opinion, she smoked it last night. I don't think for one second Taraji had any ill will or any ill intentions behind the situation. The situation happened the way it did. It is what it is. I made a video last night where I had the rose that was given to me in my hand and I let it fall on the floor. The reason I did this had nothing to do with Taraji P Henson. The reason I dropped it on the floor is that I wholeheartedly believe that wasn't my rose. That wasn't my rose. That wasn't my moment. It was given to me, but it wasn't mine. And I always say, I don't want nothing that ain't mine. I want what's meant for me, Nothing less, nothing more. The entire segment on the production side felt extremely rushed. Not only did it feel rushed, it did not feel intentional, it did not feel purposeful. I'm forever thankful for every room that I'm in. I was more than thankful and more than grateful to just sit there and enjoy the show. Me and my wife, we looked amazing, we felt amazing, we was enjoying the show. I've always spoke about my social anxiety, and for me, just to get out and be in that moment was more than enough for me. So to take me and my wife out of our seats, put us in different seats, give Taraji no direction to who we are or what we do, felt extremely unprepared and unprofessional to me. I'm personally a fan of Taraji. I've been for years and I always will be. I love to see her get the recognition that she deserved in that moment and had a platform and a stage that she's always deserved. For this situation to take away from her moment and our moment was unfair to both of us. And another example of this is a picture of my wife has been going around, and it was a small part caught from an entire moment to make it seem like she had an attitude with Taraji. My wife and myself understand the flirting that Taraji was doing was fully improv and fully joke. It was a hard situation for all of us to be in. We fully understand she made it up on the fly. I was there to just enjoy the show. I was invited. No situations in life in general. I never longed for the spotlight.